Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be taking a look back at STR Carnival Goku, another in the long line of list of LR Super Saiyan Gokus. This guy, I think, is, the more I think about him, the more I come to the mindset that he's a super disappointing release, because when he first came out, he was pretty decent, but I think something that we're starting to notice now with these solo Carnival characters is that we're not getting Carnival LR banners that often, like the solo ones. So it takes a long time for these units to return. I remember this guy came out on Global in, I think it was January, right, 2023. And then he didn't return on a banner for, it was over 6 months, I think. And I had a really hard time pulling him. I think I only got the one copy, and maybe I got one dupe. But then as soon as the next wave of like difficult content came out, he just wasn't really good enough to use. And by the time he came back on a banner and I got the extra copies of him, then yeah, he just kind of became almost unusable in the most difficult content. So I thought we would jump into the new Barbary Red Zone stage, because the final boss is physical and the earlier characters are not super hard hitting, at least right from the very start. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how we get on with this guy, because he needs to get hit a whole bunch of times in order to build up, right? You get a bit of a buff each time he gets hit, attack and defense 15%, up to 75%, right? So you've got to get hit 5 times in order to get the full build up. Once you've received the 5th attack, you get an extra 2 key, and then you get a permanent scouter, and also the active skill becomes available once you've been hit 10 times. And so the problem with this guy is he's supporting everyone else with defense. He gets defense on super, but then the problem is that you want him to get hit, but he's not really super good in slot 1, right? So we're going to try him out here, see how we get on, see if we can actually take some hits and everything. Okay, we do actually have him on the first turn. Now, the thing is, with his leader skill, at least, when he first came out, it was a bit like, you know, battle of wits. But we've had some interesting buffs to that team, right? Including the new Vegeta. We got the Spirit Sword Trunks, obviously came out after him. The 8th anniversary LRs as well. These guys are one of those units that feel like they've kind of fallen off a little bit in terms of the more difficult content. But in an event like this that is a little bit longer and gives you some opportunity to stack, then it's probably not going to be as bad. So we'll go ahead and do this. We've got Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle with the Tech Vegeta. We're starting off at 261k defense. They do have 30% damage reduction, so it's definitely better than nothing. It's nothing crazy when it comes to eating like the huge boss super attacks or anything like that, but we'll see how we get on here for the first turn. So we get a dodge straight away, good. And then a super, nice. 400k slot 1 from Yamu. Well, there you go. That's a not a great sign of how things are going to go. I mean, of course, dodging the first attack, of course he did, right? Because that would have given us a little bit of a buff. Not enough that, you know, the super following it in the next attack would have done considerably less damage, but typical that that kind of thing always happens for these characters that will be building up as they go, getting immediately hit with a super. And yeah, that's the problem. It's kind of funny that it happened in the video, because this has been the biggest problem, I think, with him ever since he was a unit that existed, is you kind of want to put him in slot 1 in order for him to get some build up, but then you just get like immediately supered in slot 1, and in any actual like difficult events, then you're potentially just dying because of that, right? So it doesn't work out very well. But we'll see how we get on. We've got Mai here in slot 3. We didn't get the additional super for her to get her damage reduction, but fortunately she can tank the normals here perfectly fine. I mean, this is the thing right now on this turn. It's like, do I even risk putting him in slot 1? Because, like, if either of these guys super straight away, or you can't, but if Spapovich supers again in slot 1, then it's just GG. But let's see. Grab these, this, and then get some STR also Piccolo, I guess. Get a little bit of a heal on here. Yeah, 43k, so that's the turn 1 first normal, then it drops to 8k, then double digits, then we get our super off, 8.7 million. And we share a decent few links with these guys as well, like Legendary Power, Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan. Okay, we don't have to eat the super, that's good. He took, what, 4 hits? So he's 1 hit away from the key. I think the other one took 5 hits on the previous turn, which is good. They'll be fully built up. Be interesting to see what the start of turn defense is now with the full 5 hits from the passive, right? So, but yeah, I wonder if actually yeah, we haven't really built up any crit yet, so yeah, they don't take him out. Wow, they also only got the very bare minimal supers actually took damage from a normal from him as well. That's a bit brutal. Piccolo actually probably dies here. Okay, no, I underestimated my goat. He dies now actually, but. Oh boy, wow, imagine that going into this event of all things and dying in the first phase. Man, but yeah, so that's always been the biggest problem with Carnival Goku is even on release, you could have argued that like he would be best for some of these team builds as a 3rd slot floating unit because he's providing all of that defense. But of course, the problem with doing that is that then it's very, very difficult for him to get the build up that he needs. So towards the later parts of his like lifespan where he was actually usable for some of this content, a lot of the time you would just never see the scouter or the active skill because he just was never getting hit 10 times. So okay, we'll try this out again. So they do, yeah, see they got every link except Kamehameha. Also the friend's not full link level 10, which is a little bit disappointing, but every link except for Kamehameha active here with the anniversary LRs, which is good. Do this. Alright. Yeah, so 40k into 8k into double digits. I mean, it's not too bad if you can get the normal attacks in first. But as we saw from that first attempt, taking a super as the literal first attack is definitely not what this guy wants. But yeah, I mean, we can get what is, unless he dodges. Of course, I don't know why I was even going to say that. I speak these things into existence, I swear. But we only dodged 1, so we got the 5 hits on the first turn. And then these guys 13 mil attack turn 1. It's pretty nice. Alright, so these guys can get a little bit of build up here. And then Piccolo supporting slot 3 obviously helps as well. Because yeah, like if we can get these, get them actually built up here, of course with the final phase being physical, not only do we have the type advantage, we're also going to have the scouter active, and then we're probably going to be looking pretty good. But yeah, I mean, there's not many teams that we've come into this stage of all stages with, and then died in the first phase. So, but again, you can put that down to how risky it can be to put this STR Carnival Goku in slot 1, which comes back to what I say, right? Very disappointing release. Like it just feels like maybe it's just a global problem because of the delay for him first coming out and then how long it took for him to actually come back as well. But honestly, it really feels like this guy never had that chance to be as impressive as he could have been. Like I remember when he first came out on JP, people thinking that he was pretty good. But yeah, it feels like he never really got that chance to shine on global, especially because, like I say, it took so long for him to come back for the first time that by the time you got dupes for him, especially with the was it the worldwide he came back? Was he on one of the banners for global for the Carnival LRs? I can't remember, but it's like the Dismal Future Red Zone, as it did with many units. It was a real like just not great place to use this guy because of how hard all the fights were straight from turn 1. So a character that needs to take hits to get built up, you know, he's not great against Fusion Zamasu because AoEs. Just all in all, a unit that really never got that chance to be as good as he could have been. But alright, let's see. So we can... You can't be sealed, can you? But you can be stunned. No one on this rotation can stun, though. So you're at 385k defense. This is the one that's now fully built up. So, obviously I don't want to eat a super from Yakon here, but this will get us to the 10 hits if we put him in slot 2. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then do this. Get a decent heal here, get some more stacks. Oof, yeah, starting the turn on low HP is not good for the Tech Vegeta. If Yakon is going to super attack this turn, we really want him to super attack. Oh, he can be sealed. Perfect. Okay, good. Because, yeah, we really don't want that Carnival Goku getting supered by him. Now, it'll be interesting to see. He should be able to tank the normals, right, from after he gets the post-super buff. Because he has that 30% damage reduction as well. Should be able to tank the normals from Yakon here now that he's sealed. But we will see. So 9 million attack. I mean, again, for a unit that was floating and giving support, at the time of release, like, you would obviously have to get the hits to get the build-up from his passive, but, like, his attack stats were not terrible for a unit that you could classify as a support unit, but it just becomes, as we said already, the issue is running him off rotation. Of course, we got a dodge again. So that means we only got 9 hits now. So we're still 1 away from having the Scouter and the active skill. But yeah, the last couple of times I've used this guy, I actually genuinely can't remember having used his active skill for the longest time, because you have to get all 10 hits in order to be able to use it. So, very awkward. Alright, so these guys get another additional. They take him out, so we don't have to worry about Yakon killing the other Carnival Goku on the next turn now. We need to find a way to get a big heal here, though, because it's not looking good for our boys over here. Alright, well, we can do this. Yeah, not great, but... Because, yeah, being on low HP is bad for the Tech Vegeta as well, really. 10 mil. But yeah, I mean, the fact they're not taking double digits in slot 1 from a physical enemy here. I mean, this guy hasn't been hit as much as the other rotation Goku, but damn. Alright, so Barbody and Dabura. Oh, God. Yeah, we don't have the best setup here for sure. Oh, the friend one did get hit the 10 times. Okay, well, let's have a look. So, that means we should have the Scouter as well, right? Yeah. So, oh, Dabura's supering there. Nice. 424k start of turn. So, the active skill, and like I say, I've got to remember to put the animations on. I haven't seen this for I don't even know how long. Massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage, all attacks become crits, all allies 5 key. Starting from the 5th turn, if you've received 10 or more attacks. So let's go ahead and put the animations on. Now, will we be able to kill Dabura? Because I could probably just put Vegeta in slot 1. Because he's at 466k already. He'll go up to over 1 million by the time he's getting attacked by Barbody. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, we'll try and take out Barbody here, Dabura. Yeah, I've always liked this active skill. It's very basic. It's just everyone, like even the now screen from Goku is pretty good quality compared to some of the active skills we have. And then yeah, everyone's just chiming in with their attacks. And then he gets, he doesn't have any on super buff, so he doesn't really get anything from actually doing that, which is kind of funny. We can't transform Vegeta, but we've got a Goku on rotation, so we will be getting the extra buff. Do I have any items with me? Am I gonna? Oh, no, I didn't even bring any. Alright, well, I guess we'll see what happens. We know we're only taking normals in slot 1 anyway, so Vegeta gets his defensive buff. Then he's going to super a bunch of times. Because yeah, I don't know how much damage the Barbody super will do to him, because he doesn't get as big of a defensive buff when he gets hit if you're on low HP. Same with attack as well, why his attack stats are as low as they are on this turn. Although, to be fair, he gets no support from Mai because she supports super class units. So, probably not killing Dabura here, which means Dabura probably is killing the STR Carnival Goku. how much is the Barbody Super doing here? I mean, we got the guard at least, as well as all the extra defense, but yeah, it is double digits, okay. I thought it would be, but 11.6 is our, this is the, like, fully maxed out, this is, like, best turn, pretty much. Well, we're missing, like, the Super Saiyan link, I guess. In terms of some links, maybe not the best turn. 24 key with them does give them a guaranteed additional super as well. That is something I forgot to mention earlier. That can be very useful, especially on the active skill turn, where you're getting a bunch of extra key, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get 24 key. So we took out Deborah, and then we get the extra super here. I mean, they do raise defense on each of their super attacks, so, you know, getting a triple super turn, their raw defense is going to be pretty decent, backed up with 30% damage reduction. But even then, they're not anything super crazy. Alright, so you can stand by now. If we do that, though, you will kill. Well, because, yeah, I kind of want you to get hit some more, because you're not fully built up yet. So let's do this. And then, actually, yeah, let's just go for this. Oh yeah, of course, the animations are still on. Should have turned those off. But yeah, we'll do this, grab a bunch of the physical orbs, try and get a bit of a heal here. It's actually kind of funny. I think it's one of the, this run is one of the only the second time since his release where we'd taken so much damage on a previous turn that I wasn't able to get the transformation with Tech Vegeta. Because it's only, what, like 30-something% his HP requirement. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I actually, like, couldn't get it. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then, there we go, some more physical orbs for you as well. Get ourselves a little bit of a heal. And then, as long as he doesn't super attack straight away, get a couple more hits in on these guys. Because, yeah, I think they've taken at least 5 hits, right? Or not. Because there you go, the attack and defense up is them getting the buff from the passive, which you have to get hit 5 times to get maxed out. So, yeah, the other one still hadn't even been hit 5 times, apparently. And that can be the problem. You know, this is with us keeping them on rotation. So now you can see what I'm saying when you're like, if you're running them on the team as just like a floating unit that's there giving defensive support to everybody, getting them actually fully built up is going to be incredibly difficult. So, alright, well, we can go ahead and transform Vegeta here. And then that gives us fairly decent links active. We can get our 24 keys, so we're going to get a guaranteed additional. And then we can grab those as well. Alright, so we got a hit first, so we got our buff. Vegeta, you should take double-digit damage from this, I think. Yep. And then, of course, because he got hit first, he gets all of his buffs. And gets the action break as well. Not that that really matters, because he's being attacked again, I think. Yeah, so he would have just... we just action breaked away a double-digit damage normal, which, I mean, it is what it is. But let's see what this Goku is looking like now on this rotation. With the links from Vegeta, the support from Piccolo. Obviously, again, the friend, not full level 10 links, unfortunately. But... yeah, 12.8 mil. I mean, that's, again, like... it swings and roundabouts, because if we had like a support unit that you're floating in slot 3 that's giving defensive support to everybody, has a little bit of damage reduction, and then they're dropping a 12.8 million attack stat, that would be pretty good. But it's the fact that we had to build them all the way up to get here, which if you're floating him in slot 3, you're not going to be getting him built up that quickly. Obviously, a lot of these more difficult events, it's RNG, sometimes you do get a lot of attacks in slot 3, but especially in the earlier stages, right, where the enemies are slightly weaker, the turns are more heavily weighted to there being a ton of attacks in the first couple of slots. So it's very, very difficult to get this guy built up. Wow, this is shocking. Yeah, these candy orbs really do screw you over on this stage, don't they? So, oh wow, yeah, really bad. I can't even get the 18 key super for this guy. That's terrible. We might unironically die here because of the such bad orbs for these guys here. They might die to this because we could pick up so few orbs. I don't know what their defense is going to be like here. Okay, 67k. It's not too bad. I mean, these guys are incredibly good defensively in their standby, to be fair, but the the lack of orbs can sometimes be an issue. No 18 key super for these guys. So this is a real good example of a bad turn for them. Not even 6 mil attack, because we couldn't get the 18 key super. Which again, on an event like this that has the annoying orb changing, that could be something that in slot 3 you're going to be trying to get the key and everything for your 2 main slot 1 and 2 units on the rotation. And then yeah, these guys are going to look even worse if in slot 3 they're not able to get the 18 key super. Mai with the additional means she gets the extra damage reduction, so she should be fine to tank the normals here from these guys. Triple super as well. She's raising defense on each super attack. But yeah, I mean, we've got the actual built up Carnival Goku here. But in fact, what are you? He's at 385. I mean, he probably dies to a super in slot 1, to be fair. So we can just go ahead and do that. And then he's got 30% damage reduction. In fact, let's just do that. I want to see how much he's actually going to take. We probably die. Obviously, if we were playing to win, we just put Vegeta in slot 1 and then we win. But I do kind of want to see 385. I think Buu and Barbary do is at like 1.4 mil, but we have type advantage and damage reduction. So how much does this actually do? If we're on full health, we probably would live. But yeah, 259. So, I mean, if we're on full HP, that's not too bad. But yeah, STR Carnival Goku, what a badly aging unit, right? Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you manage to pull him when he first came out? Have you really used him much at all? It really is a shame. The last 2 times he's been on a banner, I've pulled him so many times that I have rainbowed his Pure Saiyans and Super Saiyans. I've pulled him so many times on recent banners that I have his TUR and SSR rainbowed, because it just kept giving me him instead of like Omega and then whatever the other last banner he was on. So yeah, there you go. STR Carnival Goku. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Very poorly aging unit, which is a real shame, because I thought this was a cool unit when he first came out. It took a lot of people by surprise, but yeah, has not aged well at all, unfortunately. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.